Okay, so I'm going to walk you through how to hopefully fairly easily create a outline in NoodleTools that you can then use to transfer to your document. So here we are in NoodleTools. You have this tabletop view of your note cards. There they are right there on your virtual desktop. You want to go to Detail because then you're going to be able to click on your note cards individually and see everything that's on them. So stop the video right now and do that if you need to. Make sure you stop and do step-by-step things so you don't have to do everything at once. The next thing that I'm going to do is this is where I'm going to create my outline over here, and I want to make that space bigger, so I'm going to drag this window open so I have more space to work over here. The next part can be super frustrating and it's totally silly, but just trying to add topics over here is kind of weird, so listen carefully as I show you how I'm going to add all of the topics I need. Um, I need 5 topics and then I'm going to add subtopics within those. So to add my another subtopic here, I'm going to click this so it's blue, a blue bar like that, and then I'm going to add another subtopic and I'm good to go here. To add another topic, you want to have the text actually highlighted like this. Then you click add and it will add another topic for you, and I'm going to go ahead and add all the way through my conclusion paragraph here. Okay, so then you can label these as to what they're going to be in your paper. And just double click to add text. Okay, and this is going to be my introduction. So my subtopic here is going to be my claim, and then my subtopic here is going to be my counterclaim. So enter this in, and then you can go to your writer's notebook in Schoology and enter what you have for your claim. So you get the picture there. I'm going to add my counterclaim. Okay, and I'll come back to work with those later, but those are going to go in my introduction. So then for your body paragraph here, based on what format you're going to use from the outline, like if I'm going to go pro, con, or if I'm going to go pro, con, where they meet in the middle, or I'm going to go pro, con, that's how you decide what information goes in this body paragraph. So if I'm going to have a pro as my first body paragraph 1, then I'm going to go through my note cards over here and get the information that matches the pro point of view for my topic. I'm going to just add it in with this, which is kind of annoying because it spreads out totally horizontally. But then when I go back to copy the information for my first body paragraph in my paper, I can just copy it all in one blob. So I'm going to go over here and copy the stuff that I want to add from my note card and add it in here. And this is where I was talking that it gets kind of stretched out, but that's okay. You can get to the end and add more. And this talks about them not being detrimental. The labeling's not going to hurt people, so that's a pro. So I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to add that in there. I don't want to add this because this goes with my counterclaim. And then what you're going to have to do some work on here is that this quote here isn't going to work for me necessarily like this. It's about this guy saying that it's really exciting that the apples are going to be on the market. So this is where I'm going to paraphrase my quote over here in my outline. So I'm going to say that this guy okay. So I just use that quote and paraphrased it, and it's fine because it fits in my body paragraph one that goes with my prose on the topic. So, two other things to highlight here. Um, is one, after you have done this, when you go into create your paper, you'll just be able to pop in here, copy all of this, and then paste it into the first paragraph of your paper. So hopefully that'll be helpful. The other thing over here is with your note cards, you may want to go back and edit them. Like after I've gone through this note card, I might want to edit it, and I'm going to highlight the stuff that I used so I don't repeat it or use it again. In my paper. So I can go through and say, okay, I use this stuff, it's done, I already took care of it, I don't need to look back at it again. So that's just a suggestion. Ultimately, you want to have all three of these body paragraphs with at least 6 sentences in your outline by the end of the period. Good luck!